Okay, can you see my slide now?
Yes, perfectly.
All right. So I will start first. Okay, my name is Mama Hariz Bin Hasnan, and my supervisor, Associate Professor Dr. Fariza Hanis. Uh, we are from University Technology Mara from Malaysia. First of all, I'm not sure you guys know it's good morning for you guys, but then evening in my time. Okay. All right. First, my topic for presentation is about user experience evaluations in Metaverse for people with visual impairment, specifically in data gatherings. Okay. Okay. Now, this is the overview of presentation. So we start with introduction, abstract, and then problem, objective, literature, methodology, result, findings, conclusions. First of all, right, this is the abstracts about my presentation for today, right? Firstly, I want to highlight about user experience first, or how's what is the real meanings of user experience, and also a bit about Metaverse product. Okay. First of all, user experience is about analyzing how persons feels or respond to a system, product, service, and other media items. It is part of user experience assessment. So, which is like instead of we develop a product, we have to understand about how's user experience with our product. And nowadays, most of the products, they are rapidly developed without knowing or do a user-centered design. So they are not studying about the user in the user perspective first before they come up with a product, right? And then the second one is about Metaverse, right? The Metaverse is a product that recently attract significant interest for a consumer or users around the world. Okay, nowadays, we know about virtual reality, we know about AR, and we know about XR, but Metaverse is something new as well in our digital world. Okay, and then this study aims to increase accessibility of Metaverse web for visual impairment users. So basically, our research is about the Metaverse, because Metaverse, we know Metaverse is for the people with visually good visuals. But for our research, we try to test the Metaverse to people who have a blind. So later I will show you guys about my data collections, right? Okay. Now we go with a bit introductions. Okay, firstly about the user experience. Uh, that is described by ISO, which is like person's impression and feedback coming from the usage or anticipated use a product, system, or service. And user experience evaluation, which is like we want to look how the user feels and respond to a products and service or any piece of media when we develop. So after we done our developments, our product development, so we have to test to the user, to the right user, and then get their feedback. What is their uh, experience when they use our product? Okay, and then Metaverse. This is a bit about the introduction about Metaverse. Okay, Metaverse is stand from the two different words, which is meta and verse, and then they combine, and it is the next generation of the internet. And then, according to Hainan, Metaverse is that allow user to create their own avatar and in 3D environment. So which is like Metaverse, we can go to the another universe or another digital world that we can transform our self to the avatar. Okay, and then one Metaverse product that exists currently is Qverse. Okay, this Qverse is produced by Qatar Airways. So if you know Qatar Airways, it is a well-known airlines in the world. So Qatar Airways, they create a new digital next internet generation. So they create Qverse. So Qverse is their first Metaverse product. Okay, this product provides passenger with a virtual and immersive experience when they on board. Okay, when people who maybe they don't have any experience flying with Qatar Airways or whatever, so Qatar Airways developed this platform for people to experience when they are like in the virtual world, but then they can just experience while they on board. And this research in line with SDG 10, which is to reduce inequalities. As a result, this qualitative study, our study is using interview and observations for data gatherings. Okay, next. Okay, this is a Qverse. Actually, I have the example that I will show you guys. Wait a minute. Can you see this? Can you hear the audio?
We can see, but we cannot hear the audio. You may explain meanwhile, because when Zoom is taking the microphone, sometimes...
Okay. All right.
Hello and welcome on board.
Can
I
hear
will
the
be
audio?
taking care of you on your flight today.
Yes.
Will you be joining us in Q Suite, our business class, or economy?
Okay, let's say we have an avatar, which is the cabin crew.
Welcome to our economy class cabin.
Okay, this one is
Here you can enjoy a world of comfort, space, and thousands of in-flight entertainment options.
okay. This one is like you can just interact with the environment, this is like the 3D environment or virtual environment. And then the metaverse is itself, the avatar is a cabin crew. So our user is people with a blind, and they are totally blind. So they just can hear the audio. Okay, from this product we test to the people with visual impaired users, and then they only can hear the voice and they can experience the immersive within the environment with the audio or the instruction from the cabin crew, the virtual cabin crew. So I think this is the samples of product. Okay, we go back to our slide. Can see my slide right now? Okay.
Yes.
So this is the example of, just now I already show you about the Qverse. Okay, the Qverse, they have a cabin crew, the avatar cabin crew. So they will give the instruction to the virtual passengers, which is they can fly, they can choose either they want experience with economy class or business class. So if like say we go to business class, and then they will navigate us to the economy class, and they have also we can interact as well with the environment as well. Okay, But there's normally the people with a blind, some of them they don't have any experience of flying, so they can hear the audios and they can understand with the instruction by a virtual cabin crew. So this is the problem. This is the research problem that I cater. So they have a limited study on people with a visual impairment to experience with a QVers. And then this next generation or these QVers itself, they need to consider adding accessibility features for the people with blind, which is like accessibility that we know not only the physical things, okay, maybe like a wheelchair, something for the accessibility, but accessibility on the computer, we also have like bigger text or to resize the text. And also audio is part of the accessibility as well, right? And then the second problem is about the visual impaired users fall behind. And then these kinds of products is can create a digital divide. Okay, so which is like just now I told most of us, we know Metaverse is for people with a good visuals. But what about the people with visual impairment or they have a limited with a visual? So they also want to experience the Metaverse. So we cannot left them behind. That is can create a digital divide. Okay, and then this is the objective of this research. First, to investigate the user experience of with a visual impaired user when they are using QVers, and then the second, to propose improvement of accessibility of QVers for visual impaired users. Right, this is the literature review. Okay, this literature review about the QVers itself. Okay, this is from myself and also my professors. Okay, this is the QVers is trailing embrace technology that enable all travelers to delight distinctive immersive experience. And QVers is the metaverse on the ever expanding skills, right? And then the second is about the UX, based on what Norman said, UX that define the experience is using a product. These definitions is focused on affective and emotional elements of user experience and highlight how important that takes users' feeling, attitude, perception into account when designing, assessing products. Right, and the third one is this one is about the people type of visual impact levels. So according to USABA, which is like United States Association of Blind Athletes, so they come up with three categories or three levels of blind or people with visual impaired users. So the B1 is about totally blind, B2 is medium blindness, and B3 is mild blindness. And then this is our methodologies. Okay, of course, in our data gathering, as I mentioned just now, we use the interview methods, which is we go to the Malaysian Associations of the Blind in Kuala Lumpur. So we recruit 5 participants to engage with our research. So the demographic, this interview, we divide by 2 sections. First, interview question, we divide by 2 sections. Section A is about the demographic and section B is about open-ended questions. And then the observations that we come out in this study, we can see the participants' behavior when they interact with QVers. And then we also, during the session of the observation session, we divide by 2 separate days. First, we go with 3 participants, and the next one the next day we come up with we interview with we do observation to two another participants, right? And these methodologies, this data collection also using thematic analysis to analyze the data gathering, which is come up with affinity diagram, right? And then this is the data collections during during data collection phase. So this is actually the sample of this participant. They are totally blind, so they are B1 user. So some of them was born as a blind, and some of them they start lost their sight or start be a blind or visual impaired when they reach at 13 years old something. Okay, this is the interviews transcript, which is we come up with just now. I told about an interview. They have two different sections, which is demographics and also questions. So first questions, interview question, we want to know about their experience with Metaverse before, if they have experience or not. And then the second question is about what their opinions about the Metaverse. And then the third is how Metaverse can going to help them. And then the fourth question is about how the Metaverse appeal them to engage with this product. And then the fifth is about what is the hardest thing. Okay, we want to know what's user experience when they using this Metaverse. What is the hardest part? So we want to know what is the hardest part, what is the gaps, or what is the maybe we can say the gap between this user and also this product as well. Like, and then the sixth is about what they are expected, and the last one is about what is their, will they use this Metaverse product or not after they experience with Qverse. Okay, this is the thematic analysis after we done our research and also interview and observation. So we come up with this thematic analysis. Okay, first about we come up first theme is independent user control. So some user they need the control, so they don't want people to control for them. And then the second theme is about user friendly. So they said this Qverse is helpful with the simulation and also the cabin crew instructions. And the third theme is about immersive feels. They feel the immersions based on the audio instruction, and also they get immersive with the surrounding by the music background. And then following theme is about simulation experience. So this Qverse, so they will start from the greetings from the virtual cabin crew, and then they can experience, okay, they can choose either they want to go with economy class or business class. So they can feel the experience, the simulation experience. And then the types of accessibility, of course, in this product, we come up with a theme of type accessibility issues. So which is like this product have less interactions and less accessible and less informative as well. And lastly, the theme is about accessibility improvement, which is most of the participants, they suggest to have audio interactions, and also they perhaps this product will have a compatible with a screen reader, because based on our interview, most of blind people or blind participants, when they use their technologies, they have their own screen reader to read by themselves, to help them to read what is the content about. Right. I think as a conclusion, in general, this research is provide overview information And then we come up with blind user experience in the metaverse. And then there's this research also show how people with visual impairments experience the metaverse, not only people with a good visuals. And then future works that help hopes that metaverse to have more inclusive and accessible with accessibility features. And then this research also will help to enhance the user experience, especially in navigation, clear audio design, blind user experience in the metaverse, and to help to create more immersive and enjoyable for user experience for people with visual impairments. So I think that's all for my presentations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hariz Hasnan. And do we have any questions to our speaker? If there's no questions from audience, I just want to ask a quick question. You said that metaverse is combination of words meta and verse. Do you know where the verse is coming from?
The word is coming from the meta founders.
Universe, isn't it? Meta?
Yeah.
With anti-universe. Actually, I also suggest you to because the interaction between the user and the meta environment is a little bit limited in your application, I believe. So what is the additional benefits of this metaverse to the user compared to a classical voice-based system?
Because this metaverse, because this one is like, I think maybe in the beginning versions, so they have less instructions, and then they have not so much audio or whatever. So what is our participants for their expectation? This metaverse must have, let's say, the audio for the buttons. Okay, this is the audio for the button to click or whatever. So to give them a clear instructions. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.